Alright, what it is, Daniacs. We are here with Derek from Myth Vision. He's got a new channel out, Myth Vision Reacts. He's got a couple new channels. So he is reacting to this right here, Connor versus Ben Shapiro. And I had a few good points to make, so I wanted to jump in here with it. I am a non-Abrahamic true monotheist. I was raised as pagan, Wiccan. I claimed spiritual for a long time until I realized that spiritual is very open ended and it's not very specific. And I wanted to be more specific, and I do consider myself a true monotheist, but I am a non Abrahamic true monotheist. I don't come to my position through the Abrahamic scriptures or dogmas. And I actually have a lot of problems with the Abrahamic scriptures or dogmas. To go a step further, I will say that followers of Abraham are a blood cult of sin worshippers. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong right now, Israel. Stop killing people. Prove me wrong. But not just the Jews, of course, Christians and Muslims as well. Blood cult of sin worshippers all. It's fine. No, I still love you. Let's talk about it. We're still brothers. Let's talk about it. I'm a true monotheist. And actually, while I'm on that note, let's bring up a couple things about the big three, right? Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So Christians like to go around pretending, they like to say, they love to say this, that we worship the one true creator, the same God that the Jews worship, the God of Abraham and David, right? That's what they like to say. Yet this is inaccurate. This is very inaccurate. The Christians created a divergent Yahweh, Jesus flavored, Jesus crust flavored, and called it Yahweh. So this is actually a blasphemy to actual Jews. This deep down, when you get to the core of it, this is still a blasphemy to true Jews. Okay, still this day, and not only that, but the Christians, I believe, in my perception, I'm just giving my 2 cents here. The Christians give the Yahweh a bad name. I mean, right now Yahweh's approving of genocide over there, right? So I mean, he gave himself a bad name right off the bat from saying, "Hey, let's genocide all these motherfuckers," from the beginning, dropping them genocides. So what else? Some basic shit. I do. I'm most familiar with Christianity as I was raised around it, but not in it. Like a lot of channels I watched, they were raised all up in it. Like I said, I was raised pagan. My mom raised me for the most part. There was Christian influences on my dad's side of the family, but I wasn't with them all the time. You know, my mom had me much more time, and I'm grateful for that because I did not like any of the Christian stuff from the beginning. Just all submit, don't question, submit is what I got out of it as a kid, you know, and that seems to be a lingering stench to Christianity and Abrahamic, all Abrahamic religions, and actually me, I see people are like, oh, you so devil, you so Satan, motherfucker. I don't believe in devil and Satan. So if you are saying in any way that I'm a Satanist, that's a strong position. Because I don't even believe in the Christianized version of Satan. And I say Christianized because that Christian version is a perversion of the original Jewish perception of Satan, Shatan, or whatever, which was a loyal angel to God who, at God's bidding, went out and tested his followers. Okay, same thing with the whole hell. That is a total perversion of Sheol, or however the fuck y'all want to say it. Y'all tell me how to say it. Oh, the original Jewish version, which was a at most 12-month cleansing process of the soul, not eternal torment. So Christianity has perverted in a lot of ways a lot of things about Judaism, and because I do study Judaism. I got at Ava Torah Judaism is a channel I like to watch. Tovia Singer, I like to watch Tovia Singer. I guess those are my biggest ones that I've been into the last year or so. But Ava Torah Judaism is very underrated. Go sub to him. He's doing nothing but dropping Jewish scriptures and books and stuff. He's cool. I haven't studied as much Islam as I would like, and believe me, once I get into it, I'm going to do the same thing to Islam that I'm doing to Judaism and Christianity, which is openly and logically defying it. Okay, so don't get super excited about me to get all up into Islam, because I'm going to get all up inside and out of it. So it's coming, though. It's coming. I'm going to be going to churches. I'm going to be going to synagogues. I'm going to be going to mosques. I will find people, to true believers, to talk to me about this. Y'all have been trying to avoid me like the plague and stuff. Oh no, this guy's got a totally different viewpoint that we're not used to. And so start getting. And here it comes. Here it comes, Daddy.
Developed under the Judeo-Christian tradition, immoral. So which, by the way, you're living off the. You're again, not to get back to the Tom Holland argument. You're living off the remains of this. I mean, where does your morality come?
Who's the? Oh, so now you can see Ben's getting worked up. He's trying to turn it around on Alex. Nice one.
The right or wrong at the time.
It was wrong.
Was it wrong?
It was wrong then to hold a slave. Yes, it was wrong then to hold a slave, obviously. And also, if you are God and you are pragmatically attempting to woo people away from slavery, was it a practice?
Okay, that's a good little clip, and that pretty much sums up his whole argument right there. Okay, and let's examine that, right? Y'all's claims of the unchanging eternal God, right? Well, that's funny because there's been multiple changes. Because to begin with, Yahweh was a part of a pantheon of gods. It was not a single. It did not start off as monotheism. So there's a change right off the bat, just going to monotheism. So then. And then Christians like to use this too. Yeah, hold on. There's a huge change right there, from Yahweh all of a sudden turning into a man. That's a huge change right there. So anyway, so if God is all powerful and you should obey Him at all times, no matter what. So it wouldn't have mattered back then if He said, "Hey, man, y'all stop enslaving people." Right? You would have just had to stop enslaving them. He would not have had to woo. See what I'm saying? That he would not have had to woo. And he's talking. Ben Shapiro was talking about God was trying to, ease it on in there real gentle like. I was, oh damn. Well, that's the first for Yahweh. He usually panty rams that shit, don't he?
Thing to simply quote unquote abolish slavery, or
here's an idea for example tradition. In the book of Exodus, God says,
So not only does the Abrahamic scriptures try to talk they encourage slavery, actively encouraging it. It's not like they're just being passed.
I think in chapter 21, maybe 22, it says,
Ben's taking a sip of that water. Dude, Ben knows this is Ben, come on.
Say that slower and lick your lips, bitch. Yeah.
Bro, you know what's happening right now.
The man, the myth, the vision.
Ben Shapiro has been making tons and tons of noise right now post Charlie Kirk's death. And so I was...
And what he's doing is he is trying to rally and shore up because Charlie Kirk was a part of the Christian Zionist movement, okay? And so, Ben Shapiro is trying to swoop in there and try to funnel people to the Zionism. I'm a fucktard, y'all. Sorry. I mean, don't make fun of me or do. I don't give a fuck. I do all the time. But see, that's one of my superpowers is not giving a fuck. I believe in alternate realities, alternate timelines, and a big number of them I turned out totally fucking Riri, man. I mean, full on, bro. And just in this one, I'm only partially Riri, so I am grateful for that in this reality, as far as that goes.
Scrolling through to react to stuff,
And while we're on that subject, I am omnitrans, okay? I transcend all social constructs, motherfucker. Yeah, well, I'm not transgender, though. That's one of the few transies I don't want to be, but if I could be, I would. So I'm not against the transgenders. I like the transgenders. Here we go. The only thing is, okay, if you're transcending, follow me here. If you're transcending the construct of gender, right? What the fuck do you need chemicals for? You don't need chemicals to transcend the construct of gender. You just need your mind, mentality. That's all you need. What do you need? The chemicals. You don't. But you know who needs you to need the chemicals? Do you know that? Do you know who needs you to need those chemicals? The chemical companies. What? They need you to need those chemicals. You don't need to need those chemicals to transcend the social construct of gender. All you need is your mind, and they know that. They're like, we got to get all up in their minds and make them think they need some of these chemicals. Those that rule the world are the biggest drug dealers in the world. And these synthetic, man-made chemicals degrade the body and the mind while dampening your connection to your spirit. And they know that. And people ask me, Dane, what is the spirit? Me personally, okay, this is just a theory, but mycelium is the physical mechanism which connects all of life. Yes. Look into that shit, motherfuckers. Okay, in the guts of all animals, there is all kinds of mycelium. And it's kind of like a early revelation to realize that all things are connected. But what connects all things? Mycelium. All living things, okay? But what about everything else? What connects everything else? And if you really think... Here we go. If you really, really think about it, what connects everything is nothingness, is darkness. Darkness connects all of light. Light exists on a scaffold of darkness. Yes, motherfuckers. I call it the fractal singularity omnimatrix. Okay? A fractal is an infinitely self-similar repeating pattern. Singularity is a state of being singular. And a matrix is something in which it allows a lattice to propagate, if I'm remembering correctly. It is so what is being propagated is the singular state, and that is all of consciousness. We are, God is living through our lives, okay? We are all God. Our consciousness is an extension of the omniconsciousness. We are all God. They know that, those that rule the world. They know that. And what fears them the most is all of us realizing that. That is why they spend so much money trying to influence what we think and what we believe. That is why. Because they know that we are God. We are all God, collectively, individually and collectively, as happens in a fractal reality. I guess in this world they call it fractal. Nigga, roll with it, Derek.